Hey friends, welcome to the Yoga Venture. If you're new here, I'm Shanna. If you're not, welcome back. On this channel, we focus on keeping our bodies mobile, strong, and ready for whatever adventures life throws our way. Today's class is all about decreasing tightness in the hips and back. This class is perfect for anyone who's feeling stiff and tight or like their backs are needing a little bit of TLC. Grab your mat and let's get started. Find your way into a comfortable cross-legged position, and we will start by moving the shoulders. Taking your shoulders up to your ears and then rolling them around your back, squeezing the shoulder blades as you come to the back. Lifting up and around, working out tension and tightness up in your trap muscles at the top of your shoulders. Switch direction and go back to front. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back and round the shoulder heads to come forward. Very nice. One more time. Back and front. Good. Relax your shoulders down. Take your left arm, sweep it around the back like you're doing a backstroke. Again, up and around. You can add a little twist through the spine, but try not to make it too big. Working into the shoulder joint, just trying to get full range of motion. Switch sides. Do the right arm around and back. Forward, around, and back. And we'll do 3 more times. 2, 1, and settle. Interlace your thumbs, lift your arms above your head, and try to squeeze your arms back behind your ears and then release. Open the shoulders and release. You can slightly bend your elbows here, working on that overhead range of motion. Now lift, pull the elbows as straight as you can. You're going to open your elbows, arch your back, look up, then lift your arms back up, straighten your back. Arch, elbows pull down to your sides, look up, stretch and straighten. Adding breath. Inhale, arch. Exhale, stretch overhead. Inhale, arch. Exhale, stretch. And take your arms down to your sides. Very nice. Twist over to your right side and release. Push into your knee, twist, and then release. Again, twist. Release. Move from your rib cage. Twist and release. Again, push to twist and then come to center. Other side. Twist to the left and release. Twist back. Look forward. Take the rib cage and move it and then turn your back. Open and close. Twist and release. Finding center once again. From here, we'll move onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position, placing the knees parallel to each other, under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Slide your right arm up right next to your ear, hugging your belly button towards your spine, and just hold there, stretching your arm long. Release down, switch sides. Left arm goes up long. Keep your shoulders facing the mat underneath you. And release down. First side, right arm reaches up. This time extend your left leg back, pushing through your back heel. Keep your back long by hugging the belly button in. And release arm and leg, switch. Left arm goes up, right leg goes back. Hold, squeeze your center. And release back down. Slide the right arm back up by the ear, the left leg back. And this time try to lift that left leg up, keeping your back flat. And release, switch to the other side, left arm up, right leg to the toes, and then lift and balance there. This is called bird dog. And release, coming back to all fours. Right arm lifts up to the sky, and then you thread and twist, reaching it underneath you. Inhale, open, twisting to the ceiling. Exhale, twist underneath you and pull to the other side. Inhale, twist and reach. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, big twist underneath. Inhale, and stretch under. Come back to center. Switch to the other side. Left arm goes up, twist, and then twist underneath and pull. Lift and reach underneath. Keep following your arm with your head. So as you look up, your head will go up, and then you'll reach under and you'll look at your hand as you go under. Up and twist. Coming back to center. Let's stretch out our shoulders. Walk your hands up to the very front of your mat. Round your back, curling in. Slide your head down and place it on the mat in between your arms. Trying to pull your belly up and in and rotate your triceps and your armpits down to the floor to really open up in your shoulder joints. And of course, just breathe. Look up, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, coming to a tabletop. Inhale, arch your back into a cow, and exhale, round your back into a cat. Breathe in as you arch. Breathe out as you round. Drop the belly, lift your head and tail. Belly pulls up, round your head and tail in. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round it out. And then find your neutral spine once again. Walk your hands back up to the top of the mat. Arch your back this time and slide your chest down towards the floor, and then you'll round up through your spine, rolling up. Arch, tailbone goes back, chest goes down. Tuck your tailbone and roll up through your spine, lifting up. Arch. See if you can get your chest a little further down every time you do this. Round and come up. Arch, moving into a puppy pose. And round, rolling back up. Again, arch and go down, folding down. And round as you shift up. Hands back underneath your shoulders. Shift your weight in between your hands and your knees. Hug your belly button up and in. Engage your center. Press out of your mat. Hold. Nice, firm, strong center. Release. Hands move a little more forward, and then just bend your elbows and lower yourself down onto the mat. Keep your elbows hugged into your side. Lift your head and peel your body up off the mat. Try to stretch your arms straight. And then reverse, letting your belly go down, then your rib cage, then your chest, and lastly your head. Peel up and off, stretching your arms nice and slow. Look up and back. And then keep your head lifted as you lower down piece by piece. Your head is the very last thing to come down. Lift. Use your back muscles as much as you can to lift up. Lower. Keep the arch in your back until the very last second when you release your head. Again, up, stretch, lift, and lower, coming down. Stay down. Take your elbows and place them under your shoulders with your palms and your forearms flat on the mat. Pull your chest forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back. Come into a Sphinx pose. Relax your glutes here. Put a smile on your face. Try to open your chest even more. And then release. Lower your chest down. Extend your right arm out from your shoulder. And then bend the elbow, creating a 90-degree angle in your arm. Your left leg bends, roll to your right side, and put that left foot back behind your body, twisting, pushing in, and trying to turn your head up to the ceiling so you're stretching out your pectorals on the front side of your body. If it's too intense to keep your arm bent in this 90-degree angle, stretch it back out and have it just a straight line. Roll back onto your belly. We'll switch to the other side. So take your right hand under your armpit, extend your left arm out, bend your right leg, roll onto your side and tap the foot behind you, stretching out the other pec. This is one of my favorite stretches because this area is so tight on me. It just feels so good to release and open it up. Roll back onto your belly. Plant your hands under your armpits, hug your elbows in, and push yourself up all in one piece to come back to your tabletop position once again. Reach back and sit over your heels. I'm going to lift up, pressing the hips forward, and then sitting back down. So as we lift, we want to really engage our glutes and press the hips forward and then sit down. This is going to work the quads, and it's going to work the hip flexors. Lift and press, and then sit over the heels. Lift, push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, sit back down. Up and squeeze, stay there. Then press your hips forward using your hands on the hip bones on the back of your body. Pull your elbows towards each other. Keep your chin tucked into your chest and really try to shift your hips as forward as you can. Come to center Sit back down over your heels. And lift up. We'll move into a W sit. Open your feet wide and try to sink back and sit your bum in between your feet. Your feet are on the outside. If this is too intense for your knees, you can skip this one altogether. Not a big deal at all. But it does help work on inward rotation of your hip joint. Lift back up, put your feet to parallel. We're going to do little pulses. So you'll pulse your hips back down and then squeeze them up. Down and up. You're not sitting all the way on your heels. You're just almost touching your heels and then pressing back up. Down and up. This is nice engagement for your quads. And pulse down and up. And down and up. Down. Up. Squeeze. Down. Up and squeeze. Lower, down. Lift and squeeze. Stay up. Drop your hands down. Take your thumbs onto your hip bones and press your hips forward again, squeezing your elbows towards each other. Then you're going to lean back and grab your heels with your hands. Keep pushing your hips forward, forward, forward. And if you feel comfortable, drop your head back to look up and back. Keep trying to press forward with your hips and lift up from your rib cage. If your head is back, tuck your chin into your chest and then use your stomach muscles to lift yourself all the way back up. And then sit back over your heels. Very nice. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder, tuck your chin to your chest, roll to the right, and then up and around the back. Again, to the left, to the center, to the right. And then reverse, go down to the chest, over to the left and around the back. Down to the chest, stay there, and lift your head up. Good. Stack yourself back up over your knees and step your right foot forward. Tuck your hips under, pull back with your front hip, and push forward with your back hip. So you get a stretch through your hip flexors and your quads. You'll just stay there, pushing that back hip forward. Tucking under with the hips. Scrunch your toes forward to widen your angle, and you'll sink down and press back up. Stretch the legs, sink down. Think about the knees pushing over the toes and lifting the chest up, and then stretch and lengthen. Drop, sink, and spread. Take your hands, reach your fingertips towards the floor, and lift your chest up, looking up to the ceiling, stretching out. Keep trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift from your rib cage up. Tuck your chin into your chest, push back. Come onto both knees and switch sides. Left foot steps forward. Pull the left hip back, push the right hip forward in space, and stretch out your hip flexor. Just breathing nice and fully. And then we'll scrunch our toes so we make a wider angle with our knee. We'll sink down, keeping the hip tucked. And then reach and stretch. Down, sink, knee over toe. And then push back, stretch your front leg. Sink, lifting the chest up, reaching the fingertips towards the floor, arching your back and lifting, looking up, and even trying to look back behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Chin to your chest, push back up and come onto both knees and drop down onto your hands so you're back into a tabletop. Cat and cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the head and tail. Exhale, pull everything in towards the center. Drop and spread as you inhale. Pull up and round as you exhale. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round. Find your neutral spine once again. Cross your feet, sit back on the mat behind you, and then scoot yourself into the middle. If that doesn't work, just find your way to the middle of the mat. Plant your feet on the floor, reach your arms out long. Then you're going to round through your back and roll the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and then the head down on the floor. Place your palms down next to your body and walk your feet up close towards your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, lift to a bridge, and then lower down. Lift, squeeze, lower back down. Again, hips up, squeeze your glutes, try to get your hips as high as you can, and then lower down piece by piece to the mat. Peel it off, squeeze, and then lower. Let it release on the bottom. Lift, engage, hold it up, squeeze the glutes. Extend your right leg out, trying to get your knees in line with each other. Press through your heel. Engage your glute, try to press those hips up. Take the right foot, step it back down, and then extend the left leg out. Knees should be matching, and you're pressing through that heel, really engaging the glutes and the hamstrings. Drop your left foot down, and then lower your hips all the way down to the mat again. Walk your feet in even closer to your glutes and grab your heels with your hands, making a C shape. You're going to press your hips up as high as you can and try to lift up so you're just on your upper back and shoulders. Keep your face looking straight up to the ceiling. Release your heels, intertwine your fingers, press your hands down into the floor and your arms so you can use that to help push your hips up even higher. Knees should stay parallel to each other, not splay open wide. Then release your hands and slowly lower all the way back down onto the mat. Take a little wiggle, readjust however you need to. Catch your breath again. Your arms come out from your shoulders right to the sides of your body in a T. Drop your knees over to the right. Turn your head to look to the left. If you can, keep both of your shoulders on the mat. Stacking your top knee over your bottom knee. Lift back to center, let your knees fall to the left, and then your head turns to the right and you stretch in the opposite way. These twists feel really nice. I love taking any twist. It just helps my spine to open up so much. Lift your knees back up onto the ceiling. Your feet stay flat on the floor. Slowly lower your arms down to the sides and extend your feet out to the edges or corners of the mat. Allow your whole body to relax and open away from the midline. So your shoulder heads are rolling out and open. Your hips are open and out. Your lower back is not flat on the floor. It's taking its natural curve. You're not trying to extend that curve and you're not trying to take the curve out. Just let it be what it is normally. Allow your breath to take its even normal pattern as well, something you don't have to consciously think about or try to do. Soften all the muscles in your face, especially in your jaw. If you have a tendency to bite your teeth or clench in your jaw, take your tongue and press it up onto the roof of your mouth gently, and that will keep your teeth open and separated. Allow your mind also to soften, slowing your thoughts down, becoming completely present in this moment in time. So nothing before class exists right now, and nothing after class exists right now. Just be in this moment, allowing yourself to calm down, to slow down, and to find peace. It's time to wake up. You can keep your eyes closed, but just roll into a ball on your right side. And then from there, make your way up into a comfortable seated position, resting your hands in your lap or on your knees. Dropping the shoulders, lengthening the spine, sitting tall. Big breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. Again in. And out. Your right hand will go onto your heart, your left hand onto your belly, and repeat it with me the second time through. With practice and patience, all things become possible. With practice and patience, all things become possible. Hands go together in a prayer over your heart and bow your head down. Nice work today. You gave your back and hips the love they've been asking for, and that's no small thing. Taking time to stretch, strengthen, and release is such a powerful way to care for your body and keep it moving with ease. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I know there are a million other instructors you could have spent time with, and it means the world to me that you are here. Seriously, I don't take that lightly. If you enjoyed this class, keep it up. Keep practicing. Your body will thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you can catch more classes like this one. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, share it with them. Let's spread the love of movement and good vibes together. Until next time, keep moving, stay adventurous, and I'll see you back on the mat soon.